All right, Matthew Hoffer here for GEB 3213. This will be my final presentation for the class. And to begin, I should state how it all began and what the situation is. Right now, the competence of the in-shoppers has been a little less than it used to be, as more mistakes have been made and the management has not been taking a very active role in how the stores ran. Many simply hang back and let the in-shoppers do things themselves, which can end up creating more and more mistakes and drivers not being efficient at their jobs. They take too long for their deliveries. At some points, it can take upwards of 40 minutes, and especially for a store that specializes in speedy deliveries, you can see how that's a problem. And the way it would be is every time a manager would usually change, a lot of employees would leave with them, and that usually brings in a lot newer employees, which in the end don't quite replace the old ones. They're not quite up to the same level as the other ones were a lot of the time because we don't train them properly. And recently we did have another manager change. The one went from Ben Hall to now Nico Murphy, and a lot of apathy has kind of set in, and some of the employees have not been as active as they used to. And ever since the last manager left, more and more of the veteran employees left, excluding myself and another one. His name's Matt. What was his last name? His name was Matthew Fisher. And we're the only two left, and we try our best to make sure that things run as smoothly as possible. But it's not always enough. In one case, we had a driver named Melee, and as previously stated, he took nearly 40 minutes for delivery. This is bad considering the fact that the delivery zone is exceptionally short to maintain that deliveries get there on time. And another issue is that the workers will not always do the side work required, such as taking out the trash, sweeping, mopping the floor, and cleaning the soda machine. This has been problems, and this has usually been picked up by either me or Matt Fisher, which has been a big problem. The goal I'm trying to go for is ensure that training for new employees is much better and that less mistakes will be made, and to also ensure that the workers have a sufficient knowledge in the operation of the store. And in order to do that, I have a few recommendations. One is to start group meetings before the day and show how everything is done. And these can just be little seminars, and in fact, they can be in the middle of the hours. We can just show them how to portion the mayo or the cucumber, how to wrap from the slice machine, how to basically just keep up to par and make sure everything is clean and hygienic. And another thing I have been interested in is create a position whose role is to simply ensure discipline amongst the staff and make sure that everyone is doing their job correctly. And so it doesn't go awry, nothing bad happens. And pretty much that has been what I have been doing to a certain degree, but not focused enough, not to a degree in which I would like to see. Some of the benefits I think that would come about this would definitely be less times on deliveries. There would be less mistakes, and because of that, more customers would return. It's become a daily occurrence in which a customer would come and complain about the sandwich being wrong or not getting the right order. However, it does come with a few risks. Some new employees may not be up to the challenge of a stricter environment, and they may leave sooner than they would, and that's less of a body to fill a space. And it can take more time to train them. Otherwise, What I would like to do also to get around this is to supply a training manual to every new employee that comes, that they, before they join, they can read, they know all the sandwich combinations and how the store is run. And that to me would probably be the best way to get people to understand what we're all about and how to do things in the store. And that is my presentation. And I hope everyone else's went as well.